go.
A duck in the server room.
Right, we've got to work out what this is.
Okay, can you change Margaret to Sophie? Nope, it's done right. Okay. I'm trying to...
We've got all the clues. I bet this is like the last thing in the game we're going to do. We're here like 2 minutes, but I still...
It's so simple. Mr. Plum made a tiny of the candles. They got it.
No.
Okay, that's definitely not right then. Wait, is that good when it puts it to 3 or more is wrong? No.
No, I think it has to be Rufus because the computer we found in the server room, there was a thing on there that said something about being computer illiterate, and Rufus, being one of the older members, he would be the one who would be least likely to know about the computer. So I think he's some way connected to the vouchers, because was he trying to sell vouchers online or?
Oh yeah, so he was selling the vouchers, wasn't he? Yeah.
So is it Rufus then? Is the one that provides the vouchers to someone else? Who? No. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's Boris.
Hang on, is it about a different thing? Is it about this?
About Rufus illegally selling vouchers? Or Sophie is the one that... So if we change that... So Sophie... Rufus kidnapped Sophie to make her stay quiet about Rufus illegally selling vouchers?
I don't think it'd be Rufus.
Change. Well, go up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We still have... So Manfred kidnapped... So what if Rufus kidnapped Sophie to make him stay quiet about Rufus illegally selling vouchers?
Oh.
Three things must be... Okay. So that changed. So three things must
that's
be
definitely right then. That is Rufus anyway.
Yeah.
No, that's Rufus as well then.
Yeah. Okay. Is Margaret the one who provides the vouchers to Rufus? No. Rufus provides the vouchers to Margaret? Manfred? No? Okay. Alright, we're changing something.
No, that's wrong.
That's not right,
Who's the one who
though.
provides the...
Oh, that one's not Rufus.
Yeah.
So that last one's Rufus.
Okay.
And that's Margaret, right?
Okay. So, Margaret... So, 2 or fewer things are wrong. No. How about illegally? Oh. Okay. All right. It has to be. It can't be. No, it's good. Illegally selling.
That's right.
It's, yeah, selling salamis.
I think it is just the
Nope.
vouchers.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, that's vouchers. What the fuck is this? Alright, so one of these is wrong, and then so is one other thing. Sure, that has to be Sophie.
Yeah, because she's the one who's missing.
Yeah. I don't know. No, that's definitely right. Wait, is it? No.
You blackmailed Sophie? No. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Murdered.
It's gotta be kidnapped Sophie.
Well, you say that, but they're the two that aren't
I
changing
know.
it. I don't know anymore. Murdered.
Oh. No. Hi, Izzy.
Easy.
We're doing Duck Detective, and we're really bad at it.
No, bye, Izzy.
Okay.
She can't stand how bad we are at this. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to look it up any second.
I just can't think, like, so it must be these two, because everything else changed it, didn't it?
So what? We definitely tried. It's not Sophie. Is not the one to provide the vouchers to Rufus, right? We tried that one.
No, all those are right.
Yeah. Hints available by closing your journal. What's that?
Oh, I think that's where we can get hints in games, but I don't want to do that if we can't help it. But maybe this is the time.
It might be the time.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was...
Blue words?
You know, we've got all the keywords.
Yeah.
I
no
need to
business.
analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully. I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC screens again.
What are you doing in there? Snooping
Oh.
around, are we? That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Huh?
Sophie's parents are awful, you know. I wonder if that's what made her run away.
Does this mean I'll never see her again?
Be
Oh.
kind about the thing.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Air.
So this is what Rufus and Margaret were doing
One of them
with
was
the
a blackmail
vouchers.
letter.
Yeah.
That might be illegal.
There we go.
This
We
wasn't
can't be
what I
stopped,
was
Shem.
here
We just
for.
get, like, stumbled.
I needed to catch the Salami bandit.
We
I
must catch
quickly
the
needed to
Salami
find
bandit.
out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the Salami bandit get away with this.
So
It
what
was
the bad guy's
finally
called.
time to find out who was behind
It's
everything.
adorable.
Stealing. He's smuggling salami across the border. Sophie is at. Yeah.
Okay, well. Oh.
Oh my
Yay!
god! That's where
You're
she's
too
being kept.
smart.
It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is
Keep it
behind
together,
everything,
Detective Ducky.
so I could confront them.
Oh.
Salami bandit. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's not Boris, is it? Boris is Salami bandit because Freddy is and his bag are the same? Nope, okay. Three things must be wrong. Well, that one has to be Freddy. because his and her bag are identical. But no, the 3 things must be wrong. Dang it. Nah.
Oh, that's right then.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Manfred's Salami Bandit because Freddy...
That can be anything then.
Yeah. No.
So those two are, or one of those is wrong.
Mug? That would be Laura. Laura's mug.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Why wouldn't it be the bag? Because the bags are identical. Because Freddy got framed, and his bag was identical to the one that the salami was being carried in.
Wait, maybe it's something to do.
Why didn't it work?
Well, maybe. Well, what else? Like, look at all these other things. Maybe it's to do with the cake or the handwriting. Was there something with the handwriting? I don't fucking know.
Is Manfred's and Lara's handwriting identical? No.
The detective has just been in the office screaming at himself, saying, "I don't know anything."
Ah!
Are you what?
Manfred is
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
Salami
He's the
Bandit.
salami bandit because he's the salami
That
bandit,
makes a
of
lot
course.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah.
read
His writing
that his
and
handwritten
Salami Bandit's
note
writing
meant to
are
frame Fredersen
identical.
ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this?
The whole
I had
office.
collected everything I needed.
They're all the bandits. I'm the bandit.
They're all in it together.
Oh,
Except poor Freddy.
God.
It's different.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck Freddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
Freddy's too lame to be the bandit.
Alright.
Okay, so
Just
this
the
is
range.
Because Limit needs someone who could easily carry out the importing.
So
the
that's that.
salami?
That'll be Boris.
Yeah, boy. Salami?
Yeah. We go.
Yeah.
The Salami Bandit wasn't working alone.
He was working with
Oh my goodness!
another criminal.
Driver to be involved.
He was working with
Oh
the
my
water
God.
buffalo. Alright. The infatuation. So Boris is Sophie is the
Oh,
yeah.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this. Aha!
I can. Boris
I
is
had
kind
it
of
all
simple.
figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits.
Yeah,
First,
let's do it. Oh,
I had to free Sophie.
must we?
there she is.
Oh, wait.
Easy.
Sophie! What happened?
What's going on out here?
Oh
Why
God,
is
the rain.
everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Yay!
The room.
This is how everything went down.
Just gonna carry on.
The Britzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going
So Boris
well
is just more
until
retarded than like a bad
the
guy.
duck detective,
Yeah.
that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet, and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris.
Oh yeah, we get to choose
are
who's
all involved
guilty.
in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes?
Manfred?
Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested? He is the reason this all started in the first place. Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested?
Yes.
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Man, I kind of feel bad for Boris.
Yeah, I do too.
He didn't even realize
Yeah,
what
like
was
he's
happening.
stupid, but you know.
Yeah.
I think this is a basis for arresting someone. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Take off Laura.
I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am
How
I
dare
going
you.
to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours? And while we're at it, Rufus, how dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Of course.
No,
Look who's
no.
going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by what I said. Regret
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch.
We did.
Don't accuse my best friend of smuggling.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
Yeah,
I
you can go to
had
bed.
no
Go
idea
to
it was
jail,
that
Sophie.
important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salami.
Of course.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Now, Fedderson.
We quacked the cakes.
The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Incredible. Well, what? More people arrested Boris than Sophie. What the fuck?
Aw. Wow.
Most people arrested everyone, though. Boris didn't even know what was happening.
Fuck them.
Like, Boris should get community service for being a moron, not jail time. Anyway, that game's incredible.
That was pretty fun.
Are you excited for the next one, the Ghost of Glamping?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll definitely get the game when it comes out, because this was a blast. Literally took us about 2.5 hours it would have done. So yeah, about average. I can't believe we managed to brute force our way through it. The game's like, you're in the story mode, it's like, that would have been our best, but no, we'll do it properly. And our properly was just guess.
Sometimes that's the best detective work, you know, is guessing.
I kind of like these short games that are like so cheap, they're just designed for like this, and they're like... It's a shame that they can't like regulate stuff like that more easy. Oh shit, we have an epilogue!
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura.
No, I was gonna ask if we were gonna have enough money in this case.
How am I going to,
to get
for the
home.
bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Oh no.
Ahem. Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun. Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
Great. Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up.
Absolutely not.
And I could be your sidekick.
I'm your #1 fan. That went really well for Mr. Incredible.
That was beautiful. That game was really cute. I really liked it.